All right. Y'all come on in. Come on in. Y'all already know what today is and what time it is. So, I will have a live guest that will be on my Facebook page. So, if you are watching on Facebook, then you'll be able to see who we're talking to. But everywhere else, you'll just be able to hear it. But you should be tuned in on the YouTube and the everywhere else anyway, right? Oh, you not? I'm not even mad. I'm just saying, not even mad. So, y'all, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limit. So let's go ahead and get it started.
For the Couch Chronicles, where there ain't no fucking limits.
Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday from 8 Central Time. You don't never want to miss a couch. Trust me, it ain't no fucking limits. I said none.
Period. This song is from my first song, not my first, my last album.
If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. And on my time now, I have to prove something. On my time, I said what I said, and I don't know nothing. And I told you the I stand on my word, and I promise you. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. My time now, I have to prove something. My time. I said what I said, and I don't do no bluffing. If I'm good, and I promise you. God, I'm gonna be something. So if you was out, I'll show you how I'm on my own plan. No man don't take me off my square, but if you take me there, I'll show you why I don't play. It ain't a game. You say you can't afford you cross. That's why it pays me to buy. One call I can get you hard, and they be busting you down like some soft. Yeah, really don't gotta say much, but you can see that I got all the flash. Yeah, if I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. And on my time now, I have to prove something. On my time, I made on my time. I said what I said, and I don't need no nothing. And I swear to God, I stand on my word, and I promise you. Yeah. Oh God, if I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. I did my time now, I have to prove something. What I said, and I don't do no bluffing. Stand on my word, and I promise you one thing. I promise to God, if I don't become great, it's because I can't handle the real. And if I'm lying, put that on the Bible. We about to call it a deal. People be lying, let's keep it the real. The shit you be saying, I can't even feel. A lot of time I'm so low, cause people be switching like roles in the field. I don't have time for the haters, and I don't have time to be playing games. If I said something, I meant it. I'm setting examples, I don't wanna be like these guys. I made a name for myself, no one really gave me no help. I came in the game and I swear I didn't give them hell. I don't need you to apologize, you already show me who you really truly are. I'm not even judging you, just saying that what you did, like you had to stop. But it's okay, I'm doing great, I get to the pay. I do. If I cut you off, it's cause you was fake and I won't see you again. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. And on my time now, I have to prove something. On my time, I did on my time. I said what I said, and I don't need no nothing. And I promise you, I stand on my word, and I promise you. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. If I give up, then it be all for nothing. My time, now, I have to prove something. My time. I said what I said, and I don't do no bluffing. It's all God, I promise you that I'm my word.
Period. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Make sure you follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. Heather, if you are tuned in, you have to make sure that you follow the couch as a friend on Facebook in order to come up on the live. If you're watching on Facebook, and you're wondering, hey, where's the guest at? Well, she's not here just yet, but she will be here. I just told her she has to follow the couch as a friend in order for her to be able to join the live. So I may have to start the Facebook over again. That way I can accept your friend request. But we'll see. Leave. I don't even know if you can comment actually. But I did just text your phone, so hopefully you text me back. I can. Let's see what's going on. Let me just make sure I follow back. Facebook, I'll be right back after these messages. Okay, post for 30 days. Now let's make sure that we follow Heather. Save draft. Okay, let me go to her page real quick. Hopefully everybody's doing good today. Of course, it is the Couch Chronicles. This ain't no limit either. This ain't no limit. Don't judge me. Okay. Okay, so I added her as a friend. And hopefully she adds me back. Now it's time to go back live. There we go. All right, we are back at it like a crack addict. Ain't that what they be saying? Why did I say it like that? Okay, as we're waiting on our guests, I will give you guys some announcements. Why not? So, as you know, this whole week is prison, jail, felon talk. So if you've done any time, whether it was before you made it to jail and you are just a felon, or if you only made it to jail, or if you actually went to prison, you are more than welcome to come sit on the couch and share your story. Now, if you are in a different state, then you can join in over the live. It can be either on Instagram Live. It can even actually be on YouTube Live as well. And it can also be on Facebook Live. So you just DM me and figure out how to book to get on the couch and get your interview done. You don't have to worry about what questions I'm going to ask because I will never coach you. It'll make it more, as real as possible. You know what I'm saying? I'm more into that. I'm not about to coach y'all and let y'all know what questions I'm about to ask. It's either you going to get on this live and you're going to let me ask questions and you're going to answer to the best of your ability, or you're not. You're not. I'm just saying. But shout out to everybody that has actually been on the couch already. This is my 3rd season. Today is my 100th. I think this is the 120th episode. If I'm not mistaken, today's the 120th episode and of season 3. I'm sure, and my wife told me to do this too, that I've probably made it into the Guinness Book of World Records. Yeah, I'm sure I did. You know what I'm saying? Because I be setting records in this bitch. You feel me? I'm probably not all that deep, but I do what I can. So if you do want to tell your story or you want to share your glow up, you'll also see some glow ups behind me. You'll also see different commercials. I know Big O can't really see it as good as everybody else, but you can see it. You can see that my new album, Elevate, is streaming everywhere. And all you have to do is type in my name, Janell, and Elevate, and it will pop right on up. Okay? You don't want to miss that. Now, if Heather isn't able to show up, she might have fell asleep because she was excited about the interview and she messaged me today. But if she ends up not making it, you know, today's not the last day of the couch. We can always do her interview sometime this week, but I do have 2 other interviews that we do have to get done this week. But this whole week is prison, jail, felon talk, so no worries. Y'all not gonna miss out on anything. Coming up on the couch also this week, we have Regina Wells. Now, I don't know if you guys seen the first episode that Regina came on and, you know, shared her story about her grandson, but this is going to be, you know, part of the last interview. So, really, if you want to keep up, I will go back and I will rewatch her episode, Regina Wells. All you got to do is look up Couch Chronicles No Limits and Regina Wells, and her other episode will pop up. You know, this episode definitely not going to pop up just yet because it's not there yet. We didn't get to it yet, but we will be doing it this week. Also coming up, we got Sherry Hawk. We're going to get a little bit personal with Sherry. She used to be an officer at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center. I'm so sorry, YouTube. I just spit all over you. But she used to be an officer at Mabel Bassett Correctional Center. And she's no longer. So you know the couch got questions. And I'm definitely ready to hear it from a previous officer's side. Like we've had a nurse that used to work up there. We've had inmates, but to hear from an officer, from a former officer, that is big. To me it is. I don't know about to y'all, but to me, I have questions. I have things that I need answered. So hopefully Sherry Hawk, also known as Officer Sherry Williams, will give us some of the answers that we are looking for, or that I'm looking for. Y'all probably not looking for the same answers as me, but it's all good. Yesterday was the We Outside tour, and if you didn't get to catch it or go, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Question from the couch, a new question from the couch will be dropping sometime this week. I might drop it tonight. You never know. You never know. Tomorrow is Wednesday, and what we in August? Yes, we are. We're in August. So with that being said, in October I will be getting back to the Couch After Hours. If you don't know what that is the Couch After Hours. But it's a little bit different than what we do on a couch during the regular hours. It's a little bit more, I wouldn't even just say freaky, just more adult, strictly adult. So that will be back in October, and it will be every Thursday morning from 1 a.m. to 2 a.m. So Thursday, you'll be having a double whammy of me. You'll get me at 1 a.m. and 2 a.m. and then at 8 Central Time. So we going back to that on Thursdays. I'm trying to get back into my old schedule and getting back to just being the couch again. I missed it, you know. I missed a lot, to me, I feel like, since my surgery and since I've just been put on my ass. But it's all good. We getting better, and every day is more strength to myself. You know, I'm just excited to be here. You know, excited to be on this couch. August the 12th, I'm trying to do something different, and I'm in a couple of groups that pertain to fibroids and cysts. And it's a really big deal for me, and it's a really big deal. That's why I keep talking about it. And I know that some people probably think I'm weird, because I literally will walk up to a random person, a random woman, and be like, have you been checked for fibroids and cysts? Because I want to know. And if you haven't, I want to tell you why you need to. And if you don't know nothing about it, I want to tell you why you need to learn about it. So, August the 12th, I'm going to be doing a segment on just like how to deal with menopause, how to deal with cravings, how to deal with just surgery in general. Having that type of surgery, it's not easy on your mental or just period. Like, I go through it mentally just thinking about the fact that pieces of me is gone, that I had to get cut open because I didn't get the help that I needed the first time. part of my life is different now. And I've changed for the better. I have. I don't feel as angry as I used to. Not saying that I'm completely not in pain, because I'm still in pain. I have other pains besides what I got my surgery for. But it's getting better. And I'm not going to stop until I get 100% better. Even if I get 95% better, I'm good with that. So we will see. We will see. So August the 12th, I will be doing a menopause surgery fibroid type talk. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to call it. Just know that you don't want to miss it, especially if you are a woman. Women, make sure that you get yourself checked. You don't want to not get yourself checked. You don't want to literally go through life thinking that everything is all good when it's not. And that's literally what I was thinking. I thought everything was all good. I thought I was healthy. I thought, hey, I'm vegan. I'm living my life. I'm no, baby. It didn't work like that. It was shit going on that I didn't even foresee. The fuck? So, if you just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles and it ain't no fucking limits. I'm waiting on my guest to come through. I don't know if she fell asleep. She might have fell asleep. But I did send her a message, and I'm actually, when I play this song, I'm going to try to call her to see if she answers. If not, we'll reschedule her interview. It was supposed to be last month, but we actually rescheduled it for today. If we have to reschedule it, no worries. This whole week is prison, jail, felon talk. So if you're just now tuning in, it's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Make sure you follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA, real JANELL. Let's jump into this next song, and we are going to see about getting our guests on the live. If not, I'm going to finish with my announcements, and we're just going to talk. That's what we do. That's what we do. And we're going to do Appreciate.
I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you well. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan in that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his road. And I appreciate the things that even you could shape me to be who I am. And I promise it's the truth. Handling my business up, counting my days, cutting up a couple niggas and continue to be my moves. Yeah. I got shit that I gotta do. Play with me, you are a fool. Keep playing with me, you wanna be lazy. I'm tryna be nice, but you keep dancing my games with my baby. Something ain't right with this picture I see. So I got you out to keep my energy. You say you love me, then why is there peace? Don't need you in my life, just waiting to see. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you well. I appreciate the long days in the trap. Appreciate the road every time I made it back. I appreciate the hard tan in that white. A nigga play with me, he don't appreciate his life. Don't appreciate his life. Come at me, you better come with some respect. In my feelings, I'm just telling you what's best. Keep it real, you got animosity. I'm not tripping, but you gon' respect me. I'm not stressing what you talking about. And if my haters come through to make you walk it out, you keep on breathing. People come back and tell me what you say. You got back, you feel my grin. And I appreciate my real niggas. My family and friends. The struggle only made me just be greater within. I know the people that surround me keep it real. It's not the ones I keep around. I appreciate the money cause I grew up in the struggle. Appreciate the hood cause it taught me how to hustle. Went through some hard times when I was down on my knuckles. I appreciate the ones who stuck around, just know I love you well.
She may be at work. She might have had to go back to work, but it's all good. Like I said, it's prison, jail, felon talk. And I didn't want to just make it about prison because there are felons that go through the same thing. Thank you so much. I love you. And there are people that went to jail that go through the same thing. So that's why I extended the name. Shout out to everybody that's watching on YouTube, everybody that's watching on Big O, Facebook, Instagram, listening on Spotify, Pandora. I definitely appreciate y'all for tuning in. I got some more announcements, and you know, I'm gonna get into a little story time because my guest ain't here, so let's make it a little bit about me a little bit tonight. Nah, it's not just gonna be about me, but it is definitely a good story that has to do with prison and jail. So also make sure to pay close attention to what is on the Stand By Me, because you never know what's on the Stand By Me that might actually help you out. I have different commercials, different businesses that I'm promoting, and different events that's being promoted, and glow ups and people that's still in that we missed, and even the ones that we have lost that we're in. So just make sure that you pay attention. You never know what you might see back here. And if you're watching and you're like, wait a minute, why is my picture not up there? Because you have not sent it to me. You didn't. It ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Hey, no, for real. It ain't my fault. You have not sent it to me, but once you send it to me, I can get it posted right up here. And I do prison, jail, felon talk every month. So you'll always catch the same faces and faces added as we go along. So, I'm just saying. August the 26th is the next Fuck Fentanyl. So, did I already tell you guys? Oh, August the 19th. I don't know if I said this already, but August the 19th is the next mental health talk. If you are willing to share your story, or if you've lost anybody, would you please DM me, and let's get the information put up here, and let's keep their name alive, just like we keep everybody's name alive. Let's keep Sonia Massey's name alive as well, and everyone else that has passed away unjust, whether they were in prison or however they passed away. We got to make sure that we keep our people's names alive, because we want somebody to keep our name alive, right? Right? Yeah. Let's just be real. And August the 26th is the next Fuck Fentanyl. If you didn't hear me, again, if you would like an interview, you are more than welcome to come sit on the couch. Like, I love to interview people of all walks of life. You don't have to just be a business owner or an entrepreneur. You can be a prostitute. You can be a pimp. You can be a mom. You can be a super dad. Like, all walks of life. I'm with it. I'm here for it. If you guys haven't already purchased any of my merch, I do still have merch available. I got the Time shirts available today, and this whole week is prison, jail, felon talk, and you wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. That speaks volumes, and you wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. A lot of times, you know, people say, oh, I get it, or I understand where you're coming from, or I feel you. But they don't really feel you because they didn't really go through what you went through. They don't have a clue as to what you actually had to endure behind those walls. They don't have a clue. All they can say is, I sympathize with you. I feel you. I get it. But you really don't get it if you didn't live it. You wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. You wouldn't understand me completely if you've never done any time. You wouldn't understand my character if you don't know somebody else that's done as much time or longer than me. And you wouldn't understand anybody it doesn't matter if it's your family member, if it's your wife, if it's your husband, if it's your kid, you would never understand them if you didn't live it. You can say, I get it, I understand, I'm here for you. You can say all of those things, but it means nothing if you really don't get it. You know how growing up, parents never like to repeat themselves? Hell, we got older and we don't like to repeat ourselves either. With that being said, who wants to repeat? Okay. All right, make sure you DM me. No one wants to repeat anything. So if I'm telling you about me or how to understand me, and every time something happens, you keep going, what? Now, what did you tell me to laugh? So I got to keep explaining how I am. I got to keep explaining what it was like on the yard. I have to keep explaining for you to get me. But you don't like repeating yourself, but I have to repeat myself constantly and consistently because you don't get me. And a lot of us, like I said, it doesn't matter if you family, it doesn't matter who you are. You wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. You can visit somebody all day. That's a visit. You get to go home. You get to go home. Visit is over. You get to go eat the real food after it's all said and done. Us, we had to stay back on the yard 24/7, 32/6. Non-stop. Can't stop, won't stop. Well, you get to go home right after visit is done. So no, you don't understand what it's like to be woke up in the middle of the night and have a random shakedown because an officer didn't like the way you asleep, or an officer doesn't like you, period. You would never know what it's like to be holding your breath and clenching your butt cheeks during mail call because you're hoping and praying that one of these letters have something to do with you. You don't know what it's like to beg somebody to put money on the phone so you can talk for at least 5 to 10 minutes. If that. Because it's damn near $3 a fucking minute just to talk. And if you think you understand, you don't know what that food tastes like. You don't know what it tastes like to bite your fucking tongue so goddamn hard that you literally drinking blood like a fucking vampire. If you've never lived that life, I don't want you to. I don't. I would never wish that on anyone but a rapist. And if you kill for a good reason, I can't say nothing. I'm sorry. Or if you shoot somebody for a good reason, I don't know. We got to be able to prove that, but if you've never lived that life, you would never understand what we go through, even being out. You don't gotta be in to still feel the pressure of being in. There's some people that get out and they literally can't let people go that's in the inside. Not saying just abandon your friends, abandon your loved ones, abandon the people that you fell in love with. I'm not saying that. I'm saying that you know when to let go. And sometimes some of us get out and we can't let go of certain things that's in the penitentiary to the point where we living outside like we still in the penitentiary. Turning hotels and motels into units, D buildings and C3s and shit, C2s. It's supposed to be an apartment complex. Y'all over here yelling across the gate like you on the yard. Because we can't get out of that prison mentality. We can't get out of that. The people that's still in, that's still slanging these packages and we contributing to it. Because we can't let go. It doesn't matter if the person that you was with on the yard was beating the fuck out of you. Doesn't matter. you so wanting to be back in that mind, or your mind can't get out, so it's stuck with the people, even if they're toxic, and with the place. And you can be out in the world and still not be free. You steady running up the street, up and down, trying to make sure this package is ready for your girl. And she got 5 and 6, 7 girls on the yard. Even the men. Some of them went in, never fucking nobody in the ass, and came out fucking the whole yard. They beating their feet for their man. And I don't blame some of the people that get out and they can't let go. It's hard to let go, especially after doing so much time. It's hard to just be in the world and be in society and just be regular, degular, schmegula, like nothing fucking just happened for the last 9 years. And it did. And y'all expect me to just be, hello? No. I'm still trying to work through this. I'm still going through it. And I'm not the only one. Anyone, even if you never done any time in prison and you've only went to jail, jail is traumatic too. The fuck? Jail is very fucking traumatic. I'm gonna tell you something. When they told me, get up and get your fucking breakfast, I was like, get up and get my fucking breakfast? Like, I'm not even hungry. Hey, Paris, I'm not even hungry, so why do I need to get up and get my breakfast? Well, either you're going to eat it or you're going to get a write-up. I'm going to get a write-up for not getting up and getting my food and eating my food that I don't want. It's pancakes. Get up and get it. This is in county. Pancakes. Ain't no motherfucking pancakes out there. I'm only getting up because I really want to see if there's some pancakes on this plate, on this tray. So I get up. I grab the tray. And it was a big ass piece of cornbread. This wasn't no motherfucking pancake. And they had the nerve to put a big ass glob of syrup on this cornbread, talking about it's a pancake. Let me say something. If that ain't traumatic, I don't know what the fuck else is. Don't lie to me. Don't piss in my face and tell me that it's raining and I can see your motherfucking dick pushing out piss to my face. Like, what the fuck type shit is that? No, motherfucker, you're pissing. You're pissing rain. So you mean to tell me that even if I was hungry and I was craving for some pancakes and you just teased the fuck out of me, only for me to get up there or get a misconduct to eat a big ass piece of cornbread? He said that's gotta be some country shit. Yeah, we in Oklahoma. And they think that because we in Oklahoma that we just about to just and just eat some fucking cornbread with syrup on it like it was, nah, motherfucker. Nah. Jail is traumatic too. And that wasn't even just, that was a funny traumatic. But some real shit, when you have officers that are taunting you, pushing you to your limit to fight them. There's even some officers that went as far as taking their motherfucking radio off and their badge, and they was like, square the fuck up then, bitch. I'm like I can't believe that this is really happening. Should I beat her ass or should I get punked by this officer? Because that's what it really be like. It's like, do I get punked? Do I just... Because motherfuckers know not to talk to me like this, but you are literally talking to me like this because you got that badge on. And you'll say it. You got that badge on in that radio. That's the only reason why you acting like, well, I'll take this motherfucker off. And when they take it off, check me out. They take it off. And if you retaliate, you're not just going to the jail. You're going under the jail. They will do everything they can to make it worse than what it already is. They won't say, well, the officer took her badge off and her radio and called out the inmate. They won't say that. No. And it doesn't matter if every inmate is like, wait a minute, she started that the officer did that. They don't give a fuck. You put your hands on their officer. We gonna put our hands on you. They gonna beat your ass. And they gonna lock you down, take your privileges, all before you even make it to the yard. Not only are you fighting a case, but you're fighting for your life in jail. Not every jail is like that. Some jails is peaches and motherfucking cream. Some jails is motherfucking fast food and fast hoes. But some jails, they will literally make you feel like if you're not on the brink of going to prison, I'm going to deter you from going. I'm going to make you feel like you're in prison. And they will go out their way. Even in jail is where you'll find people that don't want to do their sentence, specifically looking for cases to snitch on. Specifically looking to be certain people's cellies just so they can tell on them. You think they give a fuck about what their name is going to be on the street? Snitch this, snitch that. Y'all praise snitches out here. Y'all give them the bag. Y'all give them hugs and daps. And love. Back in the day, a snitch couldn't get nothing but stitches. Y'all know the saying. Snitches get stitches. But they don't give a fuck. The ones that actually, they like, yo, I know what I'm facing. I'm not going to be able to do this time, my baby. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to watch this news, and they watch that motherfucker like it's the Bible. They will be watching the news, and then look down and watch you come on in. They'll try to find discrepancies on your motherfucking case like they the lawyer. They'll come up to you like they literally the jailhouse lawyer. Anything you need, would you like to talk about your case? Like, that's when you know you literally got to watch out for them type of people, because them people will really, they in there facing time. Notice the scary motherfuckers that's facing time. And if you got a big case, you better guard your case like it's a motherfucking Social Security card. Because a motherfucker will eat that up. Find something. They'll find somebody in the world right now like, yo, I need you to go find everything you can on Paris Wilson. Paris Wilson is my cellie right now, and if you can find whatever you can, I bet you I can get off this prison sentence. Motherfuckers will do that. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. They don't give a fuck. They just give a fuck about getting home. And their excuse will be, I'm trying to get home to my kids, to my family. They don't give a fuck. Like I said, y'all praise snitches these days. So it's not like there's a punishment for if you go snitching. Certain people, yeah. Certain people will handle up. Hey. But nowadays, y'all literally making songs with snitches. And everything is all good. It's a sad situation to have grown up around ain't no snitching and snitches get stitches. And then now I have to be in a world where it's snitches get praises and snitches get songs and endorsement deals. And you said especially if you be in a county or detention center for a long time. Exactly. Yes, you gotta be careful because people are always just assume that everyone is out to get you. When I went in, I don't know who told me this, but thank you. Thank you very much for telling me this. But somebody told me when I first went to jail, they was like, whatever you do, don't tell anybody about your case. I don't give a fuck if they can see it on the news. Let them see it on the news. I don't give a fuck if they can read it in the newspaper. Let them read it in black and white. But don't ever let nothing come out your mouth. I was like, the only time I talked about my case is whenever I started my podcast. And before that, I would talk about it with a little bit of people. But I never talked about my case on the yard, except for one time. And the one time that I did talk about my case, one of the girls, it's so funny, and I talk about this all the time. But the guy that I shot, he was sending females into the jail and the prison to fight me. The one day that I just so happened to be talking about my story was one of the girls that was supposed to be in there to fight me. But she had been there for some months, and me and her had we had built a relationship. So I didn't know that part about her until this day when I was talking about my story. She was like, you're her. I was like, who? She was like, you the one that I was supposed to come in here and kill. I said, what? Girl, if I have a dream that you gonna try to kill me, I'm gonna kill you first. The fuck? Like, stop playing with me. Don't. But you don't tell nobody. It doesn't matter if it's your cousin. Well, she wasn't my real cousin, obviously. I told my cousin something on the yard, and I went to lock the next day. Matter of fact, it wasn't even the next day. I went to lock that same fucking day. She didn't give a fuck. Blood cousin. She was one of my cousin's cousins. So I claimed her as my cousin. That didn't make a fuck. You be careful if you're ever facing any time, if you're ever in jail, and if it's not for no motherfucking ticket, something small and simple, do not speak on your case. I don't give a fuck if a motherfucker be like, yeah, man, my lawyer said this and this and that about my case. What they say about yours, I don't give a fuck. You don't speak on your case. If ever you was trying to practice on keeping your lips sealed, that should be it. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA, real JANELL. It is prison jail Felon Talk this whole week on the couch. My guest didn't show up, but that's no worries. She may show up sometime this week, or she may show up next month. But it's all good. Shout out to Heather. I hope everything is okay. I hope you didn't have to work. And if you are, I hope you're not working yourself too hard. Y'all, we're going to jump into another song, and then I'm going to finish up with another little story. Just a small story this time. And then I will see you guys on Thursday. Y'all already know what song we about to play. You don't. Our theme song.
Jackpot this time.
That's what this shirt is. Time.
Big time, giving up them years. They took me straight off the front line, I'm not lying. Then watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judge just dismissed me like I was dumb too. And the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. And reality set in like it was supposed to. Cat calls down the hall, that's what them folks do. Round back, bologna sandwich in them jumpsuits. My cellmate just did 100 years on some dumb shit. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in a cell is just like being in a grave. If ain't no money on your books, then you ain't eating shit. You better pray that you can mail a penitentiary gift. And for them lonely days, a visitation list from your family and your friends, that's a major lift. And yo, spirit, all the drama on the yard, you wanna forget it. Yeah. Behind these walls is different, and you wouldn't understand if you really live it. Hey, big slime, I did big time. Hey, and they took me out the front line. I'm still scarred from doing my time. And everybody said I should've let go. I'm trying, but it did something to my mental. In or out the pin, you know, stand 10 toes. You know, now you know. I hold my own, that ain't wrong. And I know I gotta think different, cause if I don't, then I guess I'd be the same nigga. Wait, I'm tryna let it go. I'm tryna be a better person so I don't have to get physical. I gotta get my mind right for the limelight. I don't care who's judging if they don't do it on time, but tryna be an example to my fans and all my peoples and my nieces and my nephew. Big time, I did big time. Sitting in the cold cell in the daytime. Your time be fine, but it's not like the one. No, big time, I did big time. Giving up them years that took me straight off the front line. I'm not lying. Been watching my mama cry up in that courtroom. Then the judges dismissed me like I was dumb too. Then the bailiff looked at me like, what you gon' do? My mind is fucked up, so all I'm thinking is I'm gon' shoot. Damn, is this the end of the days? Cause living in the cell is just like being in the grave.
That is so true. Living in a cell is just like being in a grave. You think somebody gonna come dig you up out of that shit? You gotta dig yourself out if you wanna get out. They gonna leave you in that grave for dead. They gonna leave you for dead. They think you not innocent anyway. So what makes you think that they gonna try to help? When I hear that song, it's almost like I'm not the one that's singing it. Because that's not just my feelings. That's not just my words. That's all of our words, all of our feeling. Doesn't matter if you did time with me or if you never done time with me. If you done time, if you're facing time, if you're a felon, I think you get it. I think you get it. It's just other people don't get us. So a lot of us are loners. A lot of us, when you see us, you be like, y'all did time together? And y'all still hang out? Yeah. Because some of the realest motherfuckers that you'll meet, I love you too. Some of the realest motherfuckers that you meet, Vito, I love you. Some of the realest motherfuckers that you meet would be still in the yard. You know what I'm saying? And so it's no reason why I would want to get rid of my real ass fucking friends just because they in prison or just because they are felons. No. Mm-mm. So like I said, a lot of times you'll catch us that done a lot of time or that's been around people in a facility. We still hang around those same people. We're still comfortable around those same people. We can still be us around those same people. Because when we are around our family or somebody that's regular, and what I mean by regular is somebody that hasn't done any time, they've never, nothing, then they look at you like, damn, is that all you talk about? When you spent 9 years in prison, let me try to make some memories out here, so this could be all I'm talking about. But if you just getting out, that's all you're going to be talking about is prison this, prison that. You going to be mentioning people's names, Lisa, Kim. You're not going to stop mentioning people's names because that's all you know. You said, we are visiting JPay, but we can't be rooming. Shut up. You said they're going to have to stay there. We ain't going back. Exactly. We not going back. And that's why, again, I said this earlier, some of us can't let go of people that's still in prison, even if they was toxic. Some of us really can't let go, but some of us can. And some of us can't let go of being institutionalized, and some of us can. Well, the ones that can, and you are strong enough to do that, help the weak ones. And I don't mean to call y'all weak, and I don't mean it, because I'm weak sometimes too. And I need me a stronger person that's been out longer than me to help keep me lifted. And that's what we need to be for each other. We need to help lift each other up, especially whenever we are slipping. It doesn't matter if you slip up and relapse. Nobody is going to be, especially us that was locked up with you. We not fucking judging you, bro. We been there with you. Come on now. Let us be there for you, because the people that you love the most in your family that you think is supposed to be there for you and supposed to understand you and know you, they don't know you like we know you. Sorry. It's just the truth. So again, you'll find us hanging out with people that was locked up with us. Staying around the same and saying that no new friends, no new friends. It's just the truth. I love you guys. It's the Couch Chronicles, where it ain't no fucking limit. Stop playing. Every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time, you can find a couch on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. Couch Chronicles No Limits on Instagram, and my main YouTube Instagram, and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. No matter wherever you're watching, if you're watching on YouTube, hit the like button. If you're watching on Instagram, you can still share the live, even though we're about to wrap it up. If you're watching on Facebook, send some stars. Send some love. Big O, send some stars, some hearts, whatever y'all be sending on this motherfucker. Send whatever. Okay? It's all about love, good vibes, positive energy, and that's all we trying to spread. If you do want to support the couch, you can purchase merch. This is a support. You can purchase merch. We got the Time shirts, and you wouldn't understand it if you didn't live it. You could also Cash App, PayPal, or Chime, THA Real JANELL. You could share the page, free support. Hit the like button, subscribe. Like, you don't want to miss out. I'm telling you, whenever I do have interviews, bro, you don't want to miss out. And I can be interviewing you. Hit me up. Shout out to all my people in Dallas, all my people in Detroit, Oklahoma City. Everybody that's watching from everywhere. I got people everywhere that's watching. Not just in Oklahoma, not just in Detroit, not just in Texas, but everywhere. I got people watching in Brazil. That's dope. Like, I'm so proud of my growth. Not just as an artist, but as a podcaster. Like, I literally built this bitch from the ground up. And I'm so excited, and I'm so happy for the people that have been supporting me through thick and thin. I love y'all. Like, we gotta be there for each other. And if nobody ever just showed you just 100% love, let me do that. We need to be spreading love and joy, not making it hard on people. Not making people feel miserable. If you know anybody that just got out, reach out to them. It's not going to be easy. It's not. It's not. I'm not even going to be sitting up here and saying, hey, it's easy to the motherfucker out here. Period, Casper. I love you. I'm not even about to front. It's harder than a bitch. And these bills, they slap you like y'all got issues. Like y'all the worst enemies. And then after you pay that bill, it's another bill slapping you. I'm telling you. It ain't easy. And then medical, you gotta keep up with you. And then you not getting no 3 free meals anymore. And a choice of getting help from a mental health, or which you really don't get that much in prison anyway. But if you do get the help, you don't get that same type of help out here. Nobody is going to just put it in your hand and tell you this is what you need to get by. Nobody. And even the resources that you learn from prison, a lot of times don't even help. So why not have somebody that you can rely on that went through the same thing as you or that's going through the same thing as you? To help be a guide. The ones that went through it already, we need to be the guide. We need to be the map. If somebody that we know that just got out, let them use our map so they can guide themselves through this fucked up ass world. And this bitch is fucked up. And it gets worse every fucking day. The fuck. So, be the map to guide a fellow felon. Or just be the map to guide anyone in life. If you know something that somebody else doesn't know, teach. Be a teacher. Don't pass away with all that information inside of you and you never shared it with anybody. Don't be that one. I'm just saying. The voice of the light in the darkness, exactly. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits. Again, I do this every Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday from 8 Central Time. Follow Couch Chronicles No Limits on Spotify, Pandora, THA Couch on Facebook, TikTok, and Big O. CouchChronicles.No Limits on Instagram and my main YouTube Instagram and my .com, which is THA Real JANELL. It is Prison Jail Felon Talk. And again, I stretched out the name because there are some people who's never done any prison time, but they went to jail. There's people that have never went to jail or prison, but they're still felons. That shit hard. Trying to find a job. Trying to find somebody that understands you. Trying to be back in your family or around your kids after doing so much time. You got to go through that get to know you phase all over again. What's the most important lesson that I've learned from incarceration? My most important lesson, I think, would have to be, it wasn't really even when I was on the yard, but when I got out, to say what you mean and mean what you say. And even, actually, that was even on the yard. But what I mean by that, to take it a little bit deeper, is if I say I'm going to get out and try to help the prison system or do something to try to make a change, then I'm going to do everything that I can to make that happen. And I noticed that a lot of people that was locked up with us said that. They was like, yo, when I get out, I'm going to make sure that everybody knows what they doing in here. And then they got out and they don't do that. Or they'll say, I'm going to do this and this and that. And then they get out and you see them and they a fucking crackhead. And I'm not judging. I'm just saying, like, get out and mean what you say and say what you mean. Like, literally. Like, it's some things that I said in prison and I'm, to this day right now, I'm still doing it. Right now. So what I learned is some people aren't gonna mean what they say and say what they mean, but you have to be that one to mean what you say and say what you mean. Be that one. Even if it's a room full of motherfuckers that ain't gonna do it. I'm just saying. You said a lot of people talk, that action is the hard part. It really is. You said for you, it's patience is what you learn. Yes. You gotta talk about it, be about it, and no matter what, it doesn't matter if it has to do with prison, whatever, no matter what you doing in life, if you say you're gonna do it, then fucking do it. Like, who are you saying it for? Like, why are you just saying that you're gonna do this if you're not gonna do it? Like, what's the point? What you getting out of that? Mean what you say and say what you mean. Stand on fucking business. I'm just saying. It's the Couch Chronicles where it ain't no fucking limits, and I will see you guys on Thursday. Love you. Love you, Big O. See, this is my first time streaming Big O on the computer, so that was actually different. Love you. Okay, look at that, 335. Stop playing. It was 335 viewers on Big O. That was really cool. Good night, Facebook. Good night, Instagram. Love y'all. Spotify Pandora. Thank you so much for tuning in. It's the Couch Chronicles where ain't no fucking limits.